All right, for the last video of the day, we're going to cover some of the Hunter Biden, Joe Biden stuff. Up first, we got Biden was briefed about son's involvement, according to Hunter Biden Burisma report. Hemingway, even though if you looked at like Twitter and people from the left, they just say, "Oh, Hunter Biden, he's done nothing. He's done absolutely nothing." Even though there was I listed off like half a dozen things that were completely illegal and clearly implicate Joe Biden and probably the Obama administration as well. So we got Democratic presidential candidate Joe Biden has not spoken accurately about his knowledge of his son's involvement in Burisma or the problem it caused for the Obama administration, Fox News contributor Molly Hemingway said Wednesday night. Reacting to the mainstream media and Democrats downplaying the report by two U.S. Senate committees on Hunter Biden's overseas dealings while his father was vice president, the Federalist senior editor said there is truly breaking news in the report. Yeah, a bunch of the left-wing media will just say there's absolutely nothing new in there. Don't even bother reading it. There's just nothing. We already know Hunter did pretty much nothing. It's okay. Don't even bother. Don't bother. That's what most of them say, at least. Actually, if they don't say anything at all. They either say that or they say absolutely nothing at all and don't even put out an article. Let's continue. While this is focused on Hunter Biden and James Biden, other family members of Joe Biden, not Joe Biden himself. It is true that Joe Biden was revealed to have not spoken accurately about his knowledge of his son's involvement in Burisma, the Ukrainian energy concern, Hemingway told Fox News at night. Well, we also know that he came out in a video that clearly shows that he was willing to withhold money to Ukraine to make sure a prosecutor stops going after his son for Burisma. We know that to be fact. What are you saying? He has direct knowledge. He's involved, for heaven's sakes. Whatever. The Democratic nominee said he didn't know about it when the report shows that, in fact, some bureaucrats were so concerned about Hunter Biden's role that they had briefed him, that they had alerted the FBI, she said. Even the Obama administration. And then Obama's just like, oh, whatever, just let it happen. It's fine, you can just let it happen. So, yeah, we got a lot of stuff. We got Rand Paul. I'm sending Hunter Biden report to DOJ for criminal referral because with all the stuff that came out, oh, man, yeah, these seems to be quite the criminal. There was prostitution and human trafficking with slaves and stuff, and, spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on this, and getting millions of dollars from, Russian oligarchs and mayors, and, all that. We covered it all yesterday. If not, then go back to yesterday's video, because we covered most of it. We have another one. Senate report, Hunter Biden's law firm took nearly $6 million from Chinese oligarch. Democrat presidential candidate Joe Biden's son's law firm received nearly $6 million from a Chinese oligarch who sought power and influence in Washington, D.C. A bombshell report by the Senate Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs Committee and Senate Finance Committee details numerous cases in which Biden's son, Hunter Biden, and family members have deep ties to the Chinese Communist government, Russia, Ukraine, and Kazakhstan. One such case notes Hunter Biden's law firm, Owasco, seemingly accepting nearly $6 million in consulting fees and legal representation from Chinese oligarch Yi Jianming. The report details. On August 8, 2017, CEFC Infrastructure Investment wired $5 million to the bank account for Hudson West III. These funds may have originated from a loan issued from the account of a company called Northern International Capital Holdings, a Hong Kong-based investment company identified at one time as a substantial shareholder in CEFC International Limited along with Yi. It is unclear whether Hunter Biden was half owner of Hudson West III at the time. However, starting on August 8th, the same day, the $5 million was received, and continuing through September 25th, 2018, Hudson West III sent frequent payments to Owasco, Hunter Biden's firm. These payments, which were described as consulting fees, reached $4,790,375.25 in just over a year. That's quite a lot for just over a year. $1 million of the nearly $6 million transferred to Hunter Biden's law firm was then refunded, claiming that the payment was related to his firm's representation of Jianming associate Patrick Ho, convicted of international bribery and money laundering in 2019. HO's legal representation in the case, though, did not include Hunter Biden's law firm. Attorneys with the firms Krieger Kim and Lewin LLP and Detchert LLP represented Ho in the case, court records show. So it's just a lot of legal mumbo jumbo that keeps going on in here. Saying $1 million payment was sent from Hudson West to Owasco with a memo line for Dr. Patrick Ho Chi Ping representation. In his alternative explanation, Hunter Biden indicated that the misdirected $1 million was related to his representation of Yi's associate Patrick Ho. These transactions illustrate the financial connections between Gongwen Dong's Hudson West 3, Yi Jianming's CEFC, and Hunter Biden's Owasco, emphasis added. Just saying, you know, they're basically transferring money from one company to another to get it into their hands. Similarly, as Breitbart News reported, Hunter Biden's private equity firm received about $3.5 million from Russian oligarch Yelena Baturina in 2014 as part of a consultancy agreement. As we know, it's probably just to get, you know, up into the White House, up into Washington, D.C., get up close and personal with Biden possibly, you know, give some money over to his son, get a little bit of leeway, get that pay for play, right? From Daily Caller, Joe Biden denies Hunter Biden did anything wrong. Senate report says state officials were concerned with Hunter's involvement in Ukraine energy company. And we now know it goes far beyond just the energy company. It goes pretty deep, and Joe Biden probably knows much more than he's letting on. Either that or he's forgot it all at this point, because who knows what he remembers now. He barely remembers how to read a teleprompter. That one was a bit of a joke, just so you guys know. Haha. Anyways, Vice News. The GOP went hard investigating Hunter Biden. All they found was some awkwardness coming from Vice News. Some awkwardness? It was human trafficking and prostitution. Hundreds of thousands of dollars. What about the millions of dollars from a bunch of oligarchs, from Chinese people, Russians, Ukrainians, Kazakhstan? What? Just awkwardness? You gotta be kidding me, Vice News. You're crazy. Let's read a little bit of it. Senate Republicans released a partisan report on Wednesday that took aim at the Ukrainian business dealings of Democratic presidential candidate Joe Biden's son, Hunter. But the report presents little information that wasn't already publicly known for months. The text recycles testimony and news clippings that hardly make the bombshell case its GOP authors had advertised. I think it's pretty substantial. And they need to investigate this so much more. And the way Vice is downplaying it, wow. Like, it's... Like, come on, Vice. There was human trafficking. I thought you guys were against that. Oh, now when it comes to Joe Biden, man, no, you can't... No, not his son either. Hunter Biden, he did nothing wrong. Did absolutely nothing wrong. It's okay. No. He did nothing wrong. Well, from Vice, the 87-page report entitled Hunter Biden, Burisma, and Corruption, the Impact on U.S. Government Policy and Related Concerns, asserts that Hunter's paid position at Burisma was problematic and did interfere in the efficient execution of policy with respect to Ukraine. The report alleges that Hunter Biden cashed in on Joe Biden's vice presidency and cites a top U.S. diplomat calling the situation very awkward. It's more than very awkward. It's completely illegal. So then Vice is just going on to just say, it's nothing new, blah, 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 it's fake. You know, I was saying that before, but it only seems to be a few, I guess the right-wing sides that actually want to come out with any information. Because this doesn't even really want to come out with information. Does it even say anything about the $3.5 million? Does it say anything about the $6 million? Does it say anything about the human trafficking? Does it say anything about the prostitution? No. I don't think so. So, Vice, you're being pretty biased here. I'm sorry. With that, that's just what we've got so far. Hopefully they go into investigations on Hunter Biden, because that'll probably go into Joe Biden as well, possibly the Obama administration, and more corruption. Who knows? Who knows? We need to snuff out that corruption, though, wherever it comes from. I don't care. All needs to go away. And with that, it's the end of the video. I will see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully nothing goes too crazy tonight with protests, but I'm sure I'll probably end up making a 15-20 minute video on that tomorrow. We'll see you then. Peace.